everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you for coming through. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you. We are doing our game preview we do each and every single Friday, guys. Every Friday, we do our game preview. So yeah, you know what I mean. Why? Um, because yeah, essentially, yeah. Um, Guys, this is the last game of the season. There is no more games after this game. This is it. Super Bowl. So we're gonna have a lot of fun discussing this. We're gonna break it down. But before I do, guys, I wanna take you real quick to as you can see, I'm wearing I'll give you a little extra. Number 54s. Um Finally our guy made it. I'm gonna do a separate video next week on him. But finally, after it feels like 300 years, Zach Thomas finally made the Hall of Fame, the professional Hall of Fame, because we all know that he's in the College Football Hall of Fame, but he fourth time as a finalist, and finally Zach Thomas get his due. So you gotta be very happy, Dolphins Nation, very happy because he definitely deserved it. And you know what? I'm so glad that we finally get to see our guy there, man. To see our guy. I mean, you guys know if you're Misfits fans and you've been here for a while, you know that my favorite overall player is Jason Taylor. And that's who I remember growing up watching, Jason Taylor. I can't talk to you about any other era except the era for Jason Taylor and forward, because that's who I watched when I was a kid. And I'm a defensive girl. Y'all know this already. But guess who was there with JT, man? Zach Thomas. And the fact that he was so much smaller than his counterparts and other players in the league, and the sheer, just, what do you call it? The This is a word I'm trying to use. It's just relentlessness, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing, and I'm so happy. I still remember one of the very first videos that I made. Actually, it was the second video I ever made, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was about how Zach Thomas again didn't get into the Hall of Fame when he should have. And you know what? And I know, and I'm sure you guys have heard plenty of people say, "Look, he didn't have any postseason, really to add to his resume." You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what Zach Thomas was doing in the time that he played football, when you had guys that towered over him throughout the league, towered over this man, and he still managed to be a menace. Oh man, I'm so happy, so happy. Now, like I saw some of you guys say, we gotta get Richmond Webb in there, because guess what? I know Richmond Webb, which is pretty awesome. Got to interview him. I met him in person a couple of times already. Richmond Webb is just a giant teddy bear. And when I say giant, guys, look, I'm 5'7". Oh yes, tall one. I'm 5'7". This man is about 3.5 feet taller than me. He's like 8'3". He's not, but you know what I mean. Like, it seems like he is, because he's a giant, super gentle giant, but a giant. So yeah, so now we gotta get Richmond Webb in there. But finally, I feel like Dolphin fans, it's like the one major. How's the saying go? When you have that monkey in your back that you're just trying to get off. Finally, finally we got Zach Thomas in there, man. Because to be honest with you, after this year, I didn't see him being able to get in because, every year new players become eligible. Then you have the older players who tend to not get as much traction. It's a different league. Are they going by overall standards of throughout all time type of stats? Or are they going to more so take a look at that person's era when they were playing, or are they going to take a look at what nowadays era is going about when it comes to the stats and how that particular retired player go? A lot goes into it, guys, but I'm just glad that at least this year he was able to make it. So we'll discuss him. Obviously, his own show. I'm gonna do not a whole show, but I might just do a video, another video updating the one that I did before from last year. And I'm just so happy, guys. We gotta be happy, Dolphins fans. We really do. So, oh man, this is awesome. Really awesome. And that's all I gotta say. So, congratulations, Mr. Zach Thomas, number 54. You, sir, are a Hall of Famer, class of 2023. I almost couldn't get that out. I was so happy. Okay, let's see what we got here. Good morning, Scotty. What's up? Good morning. Zach Thomas inducted in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I know. Good morning, Clemente. Exactly. Yep. Richmond is next. Good morning, 72. Welcome. Jeremiah, welcome. Good morning. Happy Friday, Miss Phins. He's hoping you have a wonderful day today and even better weekend. Shout out to Zach Thomas, Hall of Fame. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, Jeremiah. Yo, congrats to Zach. Exactly. The clip of Jimmy and Zach brought a tear to my eye. Put aside Zach himself. You could see how much Jimmy wanted it for him. Of course. Miss Fins, he had dog in him. Yeah. And Green Rat, good morning to you, sir. Is that Einstein? Oh, I love your caricature. I'll tell you this. We're missing our today's Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas. Like, we need dogs in that position, in the linebacker. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The we love the Dolphins, obviously. And we have some really good players. So it's not like I'm saying we don't have good players. We obviously need players. Let's not lie over here. We definitely need players. But what was I gonna say? More than anything else, if you really take a look at it, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have that tenacity like we did before. Like that JT, that Zach Thomas type of player that's just gonna destroy no matter what. Like just sheer force, absolute destruction. I mean, it's somebody where you will need to make sure you know where they are at all times. We don't have that dog, if you will, in the defense. At least I don't think so. Not to the Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor type. That's what I mean. I'm not saying we don't have good players. We do have good players, but we have no. I mean, if I'm gonna say maybe Jalen Phillips might get there, maybe, but not really, not really. If we're gonna be on, nah, not really. We don't have nobody that's like destructive. He might be the closest, maybe closest that I'd give, and even then, he's still falling way short. Um, in my opinion, at least. So yeah, definitely do that. Better late than never, though. That is true. 72. The way the game is shifting, it's going to be easier for old school defensive players to get in and harder for old school offense. Oh, I guess. We'll have to see, hopefully. Good morning, Esther. Welcome. Welcome. Fenu's going to turn Phillips into a Taylor. I hope so. because we get Jason Taylor type out of Phillips. Listen, I'm telling you right now, this defense is gonna be real nasty. It's what we need. It's what we need. I remember his first game against New England. I said this guy is laying the wood. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to football when he first played. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but definitely, definitely, like later in his career when I was actually finally paying attention to football, yes, Zach Thomas and JT, amazing. They broke the mold. Yeah, that's true. Miss Fizz, look at it upside down. I can't turn, but I'm assuming that's a crown. That's probably some hair and oh, actually, my brain just did it. And is that Aurora? It looks like it could be Aurora. My brain just did it on its own. So we do have the ingredients for a great defense, though. We do. We don't know how to put them together this time around. We did at one point. We lost our guy. Now we gotta try to see if we can get it out of them. You know what I mean? What's up, Sax man? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. So that's very very important. I just wanted to go ahead and kind of let you guys know. Obviously, um, if you didn't know, Zach Thomas finally made it to the Hall of Fame, which is it's awesome. It's exactly what we needed. So I'm not gonna pretend like we didn't. We absolutely needed that, and I'm very happy. Very very happy. Let's see here. My goodness. Yeah. So thank you guys. Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that like button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna preview real quick the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. It's the last game of the season. There's no other game after this for the 2022-2023 season. So we're gonna review this. We're gonna have some fun as we always do. Um, we'll go if you guys put them in there. Cause we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. Yeah, I said talk. Make fun of me. Not really. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Congrats to Zach. He deserved it. Agreed. Yep. Oh my God. And Richmond already agreed he's gonna come back to the show. He's gonna do another show over here with Miss Finn. So I'm very excited to bring him back. I'll do it sometime this this summer, just so we can have you know what I mean, off season. Yeah, I guess technically it's the summer. So, but I'm very excited to have him again. And honestly, man, if we get Richmond in next year, I'm gonna be like, it's a Hall of Famer, guys. So yeah, I'm totally nerding out, and I won't feel ashamed. Good morning, Enrique. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Let me do this because I forgot. Da, 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 da. There you go. Good morning. Did we get Lamar yet? Enrique, no, we haven't. But we did get Zach Thomas into the National Football League's Hall of Fame. Oh man. Yeah. Anywho, let's get into this, guys. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you all the injury report. I'm gonna give you all the narratives, all that good stuff. Because this is the battle of the number ones, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get more number ones than this. What was the last time two number ones faced off in a Super Bowl? Mm. Anybody know? I can't recall. But it's gonna tell me here. The other time in the 1980s in which two number one seeded teams would come face to face was Super Bowl, what is this, 18, 1983, 1984 season. Wow. Wow. Okay. The Eagles defeated New England Patriots 41-33 Super Bowl. This marked the last time two number one seeds faced off in the NFL's championship game. Since the NFL began using postseason seeding in 1975, just 13 times in 48 finals have two number one seed played each other. Look at that. So it's happened 13 times. This would make it, well, I guess this is the 13th time. And the last time was Super Bowl 52 versus the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagle, in which Philly won its first Super Bowl. Wow. So now we know that the only way that Philly makes it to the Super Bowl is if they're number one overall. So Philadelphia, keep it moving. Y'all tell me, like, who do you think is gonna win? Let me ask the audience because y'all know who wins. Chiefs, Eagles. Let's ask this. I want to see what y'all got to say. It's about time. What hurt him was the playoff experience. Yeah, or lack of playoff experience, Enrique. 1000% agree with you. 1000%. So I've got Philly in this one. Okay. Oh, we're gonna discuss it. This is nice. But man, it doesn't happen often. Now, as you can see, that was Super Bowl 50, what, 52? Now we're in Super Bowl 57. That was 5 years ago. So, yeah, yeah. Eagles. Okay, okay. I wonder why people are going for Eagles. Don't worry, we're going to discuss that. Because it's very interesting. Both teams, ladies and gentlemen, have the exact same record. They're both 14-3. They both had the number one run by, for a wild card bye. One divisional round, one conference round. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles won their conference championship, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all can surmise what I'm trying to say without saying it. Just saying. Yeah, well, I'm hosting the Super Bowl party this year, and it's very stressful. That's all I gotta say. He's just like, yeah, no, no, the NFL. And let me tell you, guys, look, we know, who are actually playing on Sunday. It's gonna be, what do you call it? What is word? What is word I'm looking for? The real winners of this. Yeah. Let me check something out real quick. Hold on one second. Um, Let me show you real quick. The real winners. These are the ones that are really gonna be. Esther, you want a panel? It is the last game. I'm gonna give you the panel. Give me 2 minutes, real quick. 2 minutes, because I have to show this for you guys, because this is extremely important. I need everybody to understand what I'm about to show you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Morning, Bob Young. Welcome, I need everybody to understand this, okay? Um, the real um players this upcoming weekend. These are the ones that are really gonna be winning this game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the real winners right here. Yep. These are the ones actually playing the game. Right there. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the real winners. These are the guys that are really gonna win at the end of the day. Okay? All the allegations, all the everything you can imagine. These are the real winners right here. Right here. These are the ones who are playing that who are putting their lives at the line, who are really gonna be what do you call it? They're really gonna be the ones, you know, um having a tough time. Not easy being on that field. Um Not easy. Not easy, but you know what? They're the real players this weekend. They're gonna be the ones really, really hopefully it'll be a good game. Hopefully, we'll see this. But I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you guys. This is it. These are the real players of the Super Bowl 57 right here. These are the you see, and let me bring you into the real ones right here because I need you guys to what we mean by this, and by what I mean me. Let me show you something that I don't think a lot of people have realized, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, right here. I would like to up to speed. Gentlemen, you see it? Those are the those are the real footballs being thrown around here. Those are the real footballs being thrown. So there you go. I said it. I said it. I don't care. I said it. Those are the real ones that are gonna be playing this weekend. Not the Eagles. Not the Chiefs. We know this. Come on. If you're a real football fan, you know who really plays these games. So yeah, there you go. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Fins, are you watching the Super Bowl more for the game or the halftime show featuring Rihanna? Listen, I love the halftime shows. I'm watching the Super Bowl. It's a holiday in I have Monday off. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Like it's a holiday in my part in my family. Regardless of who may be playing, it is the last game of the season, and we will be enjoying ourselves. So, good morning, Pamela. Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Uh, at least four of us have hidden bets on this. Four, at least four. Okay, but I honestly don't think the NFL is rigged. But for people to pretend refs don't influence the game is silly. Do you guys realize that out of all sports in the world, or at least in the US, there's only two of them classified as entertainment: the WWE and the National Football League. Listen to what I just said, ladies and gentlemen. The WWE and the National Football League are classified as entertainment, not as sports, as entertainment. We all know what the WWE is like. That is literally scripted. Literally. We've seen it. I still don't care. I still watch. But that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Like it or not, the only two, the WWE or wrestling in general. So I'm referring to. I say WWE because it's the biggest one. Well, it used to be WWF, World Wrestling Federation, but they had to change it because of the world. There's another WWF that which is why they they changed that. But yes, they're both classified as entertainment, which is why they're allowed to do certain things that other sports are not allowed to do. You guys didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Think about it. So when people say, it's a conspiracy, it's all rigged, they're not that far off. They're not that far off. It's all entertainment. Uh, hey. What, delusional, don't be hurt. She's asking a legitimate question. She's asking the legitimate questions. It is. But of course, it makes sense that a Patriots fans would deny that. But I get it. I get it. It is what it is. It don't matter. You already got your 6 Super Bowls. Enjoy them. You know what I mean? No, Mrs. Uh, enjoy your 6 Super Bowls. Um, but it does not negate the fact that, come on, man, please. Eagles lose. You even calling it. Even Eagles lose on a roughing the passer call to Kansas City field goal range and they win. Yeah, exactly. The refs are a bunch of cheaters. They are. Guys, you guys realize that there was a ref that went to prison because of all that? So come on, man. Good morning, Bob Young. How you doing, buddy? Chef Jew. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. People's name. Here. Now, I'll tell you this. I know for a fact there is nothing wrong with what Miss Pam just said. Period. Nothing. There's a reason why I said what I said. Yeah. What came out of that delusional is that you guys got 6 Super Bowls. That's it. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. Just enjoy your winnings, and that's it. I don't. Just no need to argue. But I just showed you who the real winners are, and that would be the referees. Period. They're the ones really playing the game. It's not the athletes that put their bodies on the line. So of course they knew all the ball were different all along. So I'm just glad Zach is in the Hall of Fame now, Mr. Richmond Webb's turn. Agreed, Chef Jew. Agreed. So here, I'm gonna invite y'all because I'm gonna enjoy this a little bit. I'm gonna give you guys a chance if you want to come up. I just dropped the link real quick. Go ahead and get up here if you want to go ahead and do. I just want to go over some quick stuff real quick about this because it's very important, guys. Like I said, this is a Super Bowl. This is the last game of the year, ladies and gentlemen. You got two number one seats in the AFC and the NFC. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, both have 14-3. Right now, tickets are as low as $3,240. Okay, just saying. The matchup predictors got 52% for Chiefs, 48% for Eagles. Uh, no, Jimmy, you're wrong. The refs play the game. They're the real ones on that field. We know this. Good morning, Batman's Pop. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see here. Now they got the Eagles at -1.5 and the over under 51 total points being scored. Interesting. As far as the highlighted for the season, guys, you got Patty Mahomes, 5,250 yards. You got Hurts with 3,701 yards. Patty Mahomes with 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Hurts with 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And that's just the air one. That's not including the ones on the ground, guys. As far as rushing, you got Pacheco with 170 carries, 830 yards, and 5 touchdowns for the Chiefs. And Miles Sanders, 259 carries, 1,269 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Ladies and gentlemen. Then you have the receivers for both. And yes, I said receivers. You got A.J. Brown, 88 receptions with 1,496 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Travis Kelsey, the Chiefs tight end, with 110 receptions, 1,338 total yards, and 12 touchdowns. My goodness. Literally, the sexiest man on that field will be Travis Kelsey. I don't care what anybody tells me. Me and my friend were talking about it this week. Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Anyhow, as far as injury report, everybody's always injured. I mean, that's it. Miko Harmon is probably it's on IR for the Chiefs, and Legarius Sneed is questionable for Philly. They got Lane Johnson, Vontae Maddox, Cam Jurgen, Covey, Britain Corby, Landon Dickerson. They're all questionable, but again, it is what it is. Let me see. Let me check one more thing. In the last five games, Chiefs have been 5-0. Eagles have been 3-2. But I mean, they didn't need the last 2 games to be number one, so that's why they rested their players. So far, listen, you can say what you want. You may like, you may like the um, the Chiefs. You may like the Eagles, but at the end of the day, these are two very, very close related teams. Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are number one when it comes to passing yards per game at 297.8 yards per game, 115.9. Rushing yards, they're 20th in the league right now when it comes to scoring points for. They're number one in the league as well at 29.2 points per game average. And then points against in their defense, they're around 16th at allowing 21.7 points per game. In contrast, you have the Eagles, who are ninth when it comes to passing yards at 241.5 yards. You've got them also as far as they're number five when it comes to rushing yards at 147.6 in the league. They're third when it comes to scoring at 28.1 points per game, and their defense is ranked eighth at allowing 20.2 points per game. Okay, so there you go. Okay, now I talked to my brother a few weeks ago. He said, and I couldn't believe it, but he's right. He said, Miss Phins. He didn't say that. He said, sis. He didn't say that. He just said my name. But, anyways, just look at the narratives. You don't even got to look at who's going to be winning or who's going to be not winning. Just look at the narratives, and the narratives will always win, period. Period. The narratives will always win, period. The Kelsey Bowl, the Andy Reid Bowl, the Brotherly Love Bowl. Like, come on, man. So much so that they literally had to gift the AFC Championship over to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I said it. I don't care. The Zebras gave that game away to the Chiefs. It is what it is. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't make this thing up. They were gifted that game. Period. They didn't deserve to win that game at all. They didn't. But then again, the narratives. You know what I mean? It is what it is at this point. Um, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're stuck dealing with it. So it's what it is at this point, which is frustrating because it just as a true football fan, feel like you almost can't enjoy this. Somebody thinks Mahomes is going to lose two straight Super Bowls. Mahomes will cement his legacy, Miss Phins. Oh, God, I haven't even told you who I think is going to win. So you guys keep choosing who you think is going to win. I'm going to tell you right now. But again, again, gifted the AFC Championship. They did not win the NFC Championship. They were gifted the AFC Championship. Uh, Game day is going to be 65 degrees. However, as you guys already know, it is a dome, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Oh, on a side note, ladies and gentlemen, I watched this past week 80 for Brady. Yes, because first of all, it's about the Super Bowl. And second, it's about older ladies. It's such a good movie. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And when you got four heavy hitters like Sally Fields, Lily Tomlin, Rita Moreno, and Jane Fonda, I had to watch that. Like all Academy Award winning actresses. I mean, come on, man. From West Side Story to The Book Club. Like, it's just amazing. So, if you haven't watched 80 for Brady, even if you hate the Patriots, which I do, it's still a good movie. I think it's a wholesome movie. Oh man, I like it. It's a good movie. So definitely go watch it. Go watch it. 80 for Brady. And it's based on a true story. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Yeah. Let's see here. Now, as far as the what do you call it? The rest of it goes, look, ladies and gentlemen. If we go by narratives, right? If we go by narratives, the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl. It is what it is. Want to know why? Let me tell you what made it final. Let me tell you what cemented the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Okay, Tom Brady retiring. They have been. And this is why I can't stand when people do this, when teams do this, when the media does this. How are you gonna crown somebody baby goat? I don't care how athletic Mahomes is. I don't care. You made it to one Super Bowl. Congratulations. You made it to the second Super Bowl. Congratulations. Now you made it to your third Super Bowl. Congratulations. He's in five straight AFC championships, Miss Fitz. What do you mean? His team is. Not him. The team is. Um yeah, I mean they're the NFL needs a hero. And they hitched their wagon with Patrick Mahomes. That's what they're doing. This is another. Now we're gonna get the what do you call it? We're gonna get the what is it called? We're gonna get another 20 years. I mean, to me, football is fine. They got some young players right now who are honestly they're the future. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't crown. And see, this is loose lips. You can't be if you can't be calling everybody goat or baby goat or this like no. Unless you mean he actually looks like a goat, then I totally get it. Because the little. little chin hair that he has. Then I get that. But no, see, people, and I can't stand it. People just throw around words just to. No, 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 no. There are no goats in the NFL right now. There are no goats in the NFL right now. No, babe, no, 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 don't do that. You're diminishing the actual players who get relegated, those names. Period. Don't do that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. Like, come on, man. They really they need another, like, who's gonna lead the NFL now? Who's gonna be the guy for the NFL? Patrick Mahomes. They've been pushing him forever. They literally had to look. Let me tell you something. They thought it was gonna be Josh Allen. Major disappointment, right there. They're like, man, we can't get the, we can't give, we can't cheat this man into anything. He just gives it up, cuffs it up, left and right. Like, it's like, my God, talk about the NFL literally gifting the Buffalo Bills everything and anything they needed. And here comes Choke Allen. It just, it's like, nope, I don't want to be the mountaintop. So, yeah, hello. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. People need to allow players to be themselves. Let the player be themselves, not be the next this. No, no, let them be the first of themselves. Come on, we know that Patrick Mahomes is a phenomenal athlete, amazing when it comes. But guess what? He's not the only one of it. Guys, the people forget Brett Favre playing in the NFL. Please go watch Brett Favre, who was doing those ridiculous passes way before Patrick Mahomes was even born. So come on, man. What? Because we haven't seen it in a few years, and all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes is here. He's like, "Oh my God, the greatest!" Look, and God, I actually like Patrick Mahomes, but what I don't like was when people crown others just cause. No, 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 no. See, I hold a very high standard for players. But guys, go watch Brett Favre if you need to. If you need a reminder that Patrick Mahomes is not the first one, or Patrick Mahomes is come on, no, 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 no. Players were doing this way before Patrick Mahomes was even born. But come on, please, again, let Patrick Mahomes stand on his own 2 feet. Don't try to hitch him into anything. There is no baby goat. There is no stop. Mm-mm, mm-mm, please. Great, phenomenal player, guys. Hit that like button for me, please. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. But come on, you cannot, you cannot tell me how I'm being wrong when I say this. When all we hear is Patrick Mahomes this, Patrick Mahomes that. They're just trying to get their new face. You know the most disrespectful crap they did, and I can't even stand it. And you know what? I was like, whatever. When they try to put when they didn't try, they did. When they put Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the same cover of Madden, I was pissed, and I don't even like Brady like that. But I'm like, how are you go to this shit? I'm like, man, I'm telling you right now. I'm sure Tom Brady was, being a professional. But in his mind, he's like, this little, this, and they're trying to put him next to me. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Please. Get out of here. Patrick Mahomes already proved himself, so he is in the GOAT category. Bowleg, first of all, sir, good morning to you. How you doing? What's up, word of mouth? Beat bop, welcome, 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 guys. Joseph, welcome, welcome. Listen, tell me what classifies him as a GOAT, please. Somebody, tell me this. Hmm. Can you classify somebody? Ugh, I can't. If I ask this question, all of you guys are gonna lose your mind. So never mind. But I told you we are gonna have fun. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. There's a reason why I'm saying all of this, guys. It's out there. The Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl. I'm telling you now. When we talk on Monday, Miss Phins, like you called it. I'm like, yeah, it's not who I want. I want the Eagles to win because I think Patrick Mahomes needs to be humbled. In my opinion, he's like, no, come down. You are not baby goat. Nothing. Stop. Stop. On a watered down league. Please get out of here. See, and this is why I can't. Sometimes I feel like I can't really say what I want to say because uh, what's the word? Um, it's kind of people don't want to. People don't want to hear. People don't want to hear it. Nah, you can't say ghost status after only 5 years. Mahone needs to put in more time. And you know what, Scotty? Thank you. Thank you. He's been in the AFC championship every year in his career. Congratulations. You have a hell of a coach and a hell of a team. I mean, come on, man. If we're going, and listen, if we're going by AFC championships, yo, I can I can point to a few other teams that have plenty of AFC championships. That doesn't mean anything. Let's see. 2 weeks to prepare. Andy Reid versus Nick Sirianni. Don't ever, don't ever underestimate people. Guess what? The Patriots did it versus the Giants, and they lost twice. The kryptonite of the New England Patriots, besides the Miami Dolphins, is the New York Giants. Then they did it again versus Philly, and guess what? They lost to Doug Peterson and Nick Foles, their backup quarterback. Like, come on, man. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wait, Joseph, you mean who needs to teach his brother how to rack? You mean Mahomes? Because I hear a lot of things about his brother, but it's always the family that's trying to leech off of the player. It always happens. It's sad, but it always happens. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, guys. I mean, like it or not, but oh yeah, we're the only team delusional that he has a losing record to. Um, this is why Brady does not like the Dolphins. We're his kryptonite. The Dolphins are Brady's kryptonite. We have the most wins out of all 31 other teams in the NFL versus Brady. The Miami Dolphins do. And he can't stand it. The Miami Dolphins, when Brady was quarterback, were the Milwaukee Bucks to the Heat. If you know basketball, and I'm talking about pre-Giannis people, because again, the one good player comes along, and all of a sudden everybody's an expert. Relax. If you know basketball, because I do, and I love basketball, you'd think I like I'm really loving football more now, but I love basketball. That's the one sport I play the most. And I'll tell you right now, whenever the Miami Heat ever had to play against the Milwaukee Bucks, oh God, so frustrating because they would play the Heat as if it was Game 7 of the finals every single time. It no matter how good our record was, no matter which players we had, The Milwaukee Bucks were always the hardest team that he ever faced. And this is prior to Giannis, guys. Way prior to Giannis. And it's so frustrating. And that's the same thing that the Miami Dolphins were to the New England Patriots under Brady. The toughest team he'll ever play. Miss Phins, Eli has an above 500 record finally after beating Peyton last weekend. 119 to 118. Hey, hey, listen. That same Eli has two Super Bowls versus arguably two of the best teams they played both times. So yeah. Uh, yeah, I get it. Look, I got to see Brady in person for my birthday. It was my birthday and Dan Marino birthday. This was I think 2019. I was like I got gifted for my birthday seats to see him. I was in lower bowl. I got to see Brady in person. Also, when they had Antonio Brown too, and it was so frustrating. We lost 43-0. I was so embarrassed for Marino more than anything else, and for me, I'm like, it's my birthday and we're losing like this. I was so mad, but I got to see Brady in person. You know what I mean? So I mean, and I'm glad that I did. It's the one ticket we all wanted to see. Like, what is the Dolphins gonna do to to the Patriots or vice versa? You know what I mean? But it's what it is. He's gone now. Would he come back? Yeah, I can totally see Brady coming back, man. That's why everybody's kind of like hesitant to give him his flowers because they're like, mm, mm, not sure. Miss Fins, what would you rather have as far as Patrick Mahomes goes? Padded stats or Super Bowl championships? Which one is a player more remembered for? I'm gonna give you the answer really quickly. The Super Bowls. That's why the Patriots didn't care about cheating because they still got the Super Bowls. In 30 years, no one's gonna be paying attention. It'll still be whispered and named and blah blah blah. All the different gates they've been part of, but at the end of the day, six Super Bowls. They weren't the first one. Don't get it twisted. They were not the first team to get the sixth Super Bowl. That would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they had to match the Steelers' six Super Bowls, by the way. But they did. Mm. And next time the San Francisco 49ers make it to the Super Bowl and actually win it, they will be the third team in history because the Pats became the second team. They'll be the third team in history to get to six Super Bowls. So, yeah. That's why Miami tried to cheat and get Super Bowl, but epically failed. No, we weren't even trying to cheat to get to the Super Bowl. We weren't even in a position to get to the Super Bowl. Uh, we were just trying to compete for something. You're, you show the Brady retired. I said he is our midseason emergency call. It's just too obvious. You know, Scotty, I was actually, when I just said what I said earlier, I'm like, I was thinking of your comment from that day. I'm like, yeah, I could totally see it happening. And when I said that, I was actually remembering your comment on that day that I was like, yeah, I could see him coming in like mid-season or whatever. I just didn't want to say all that, but yep, I agree with you 1,000%, Scotty. I really do think that that man would unretire and watch whatever team he ended up coming to. Hopefully, then and we make it all the way through and win. Oh, it's gonna hurt winning the Super Bowl with Brady. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I'm all right with Brady is because he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Period. He retired as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And of course, this was gonna be asked, and somebody asked it already. They asked Robert Kraft if Brady wanted to retire as a Patriot. He's like, oh, no animosity here, da da da. It'd be an honor if Brady came in to retire as a Patriot, da da da. I'm sure eventually when he full. This is why I don't think that this man is fully retired because no way this man, unless he really wants to stick it to Bill Belichick, then he'll stay retired as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. But to be honest with you, he ain't retired until he retires as a Patriot, guys. Period. Tom Brady is not retired until he retires as a Patriot. Period. Uh, I don't think if he retires as a Patriot, changes the money Tampa is on for. That's part of cap. That's part of the cap. So no, if Brady signs a 1 year deal, he's done until then. He's Miami emergency until he signs that 1 day deal and retires as a Patriot. To me, he ain't retired. Period. I know it's ceremonial. I get that. And then he'll retire officially as a Patriot. Until that happens, Tom Brady's not retired, ladies and gentlemen. Period. Until it happens. So, this is Miss Fins officially telling you that the NFL and the referees, the true players of this game, are going to have the Kansas City Chiefs winning it. Yay, yay, yay. Congratulations, Kansas City. Um, I don't count him retired until he submits his paperwork. He's not submitting his paperwork. Again, guys, Tom Brady will not retire as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer unless he's straight up sticking it to Belichick and Kraft. And I don't think he will because Robert Kraft loves Tom Brady. Robert Kraft loves Tom Brady so much, he literally told Bill Belichick, either I am removing you as head coach or you will get rid of Jimmy G. and, and he had to get rid of Jimmy G because Tom Brady said, I'm not playing if this kid is behind me. So Robert Kraft loves Tom Brady. Why wouldn't he? He gave him 6 championships. And Tom Brady loves Robert Kraft. So if Tom Brady wanted to say like, hey, I want to come back and retire, so he let me put it to you this way. It's already there. Tom just come on. That's it. It's already done. That's it. like like that's it. It's done. It's done. All he gotta do is come in, show up, the Let Stadium sign, and boom. Then he's officially retired. You'll see, guys. As far as for the Eagles, guys, I'm a defensive girl. Y'all know this. Defense wins championships. I think the only real opportunity the Eagles have, because they're going to be going against the refs, the NFL, the bookies, all that, right? In order for the Eagles to really win this game, look, you got two dynamic quarterbacks. When it comes to Patrick Mahomes, his ability to get out of the pocket, scramble, to extend plays, the fact that chemistry that he already has with his players. Obviously, I'm talking about Kelsey, where no matter what route he might have initially been running, he knows where to go to allow his quarterback to get the ball, which is the same thing Tyreek used to do for him. So that's there. You know what I mean? What the Eagles have, in my opinion, that Kansas City doesn't have is the defense. If the Eagles lean on their defense, the Eagles will win this game. But it will take the Eagles defense to win this game. Both teams are going to be able to put up points. I'm not worried about that. But the Eagles will have to win this game with their defense. The Eagles, listen to me right now. If the Eagles win, it's because of their defense. Period. That is how they'll be able to win, and that does mean to Bebop's point, they have to go after Patrick Mahomes. He may have had 2 weeks to recover from that ankle. It's still gonna hurt. He's not gonna feel it after all the shots they're gonna put in that ankle, the triple tape that he's gonna get. Look, I've had both. I've had I've sprained both of my ankles multiple times. Multiple times playing. I know what it is to get taped. I had to learn how to tape my own ankles. It's a pain, man. And the sheer pressure and then not the inability to really move your feet with it, it sucks and it hurts and your circulation, it's horrible. But it is what you have to do to stabilize that ankle. He's gonna have both tapes, both ankles super tape, but especially the one that he got injured in. They need to go after Patrick Mahomes. Double team Kelsey. Understand Pacheco's gonna come out for the little dink and dunk. Um, that's gonna be their game. Kansas City's gonna be dinking and dunking their way into the Super Bowl, guys. And what do the Eagles have to do? They're gonna have to press. Understanding though, understanding that any flick of the wrist and Mahomes can get it down 40 yards, 50 yards. You know what I mean? Keeping that in the mind, defense is the only way that Eagles win this Super Bowl. That's it. Defense, 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 defense. That's the only way the Eagles will win this Super Bowl. Defense, defense. And this is the thing. They better not let this. If this ends up being a one-score game, Chiefs win this game. I already told you the referees. The Eagles are going to be playing 11 versus 17. 11 versus 17. 18 if you had the actual league. So, yeah. So, it's going to be 11 versus 18. It's going to be very top hill for them to climb. But they can do it. And if they get into, if the Eagles get into a head start and they get the points, they need to keep the points and to keep themselves at least 3-score game. They'd have to have it be a 3-score game and take care of the defense. It's the only way the Eagles will win. Period. Anything short of that, man, Chiefs are winning this game. They're gonna be gifted the Super Bowl. You'll see. But I'm gonna have a lot of fun talking about this. I could be completely wrong. So I want the Eagles to win. I think the Eagles have what it takes to win. I want to see Jalen Hurts win. I think he's been through a lot, not just his professional career, but even college career. You know, having to transfer, having to do that, everything he had to deal with, and the development that he's had to go through. The 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 ability to not allow his circumstances dictate where he wants to go and what he wants to do. That's one thing that I love about Jalen Hurts. So because of that, I'm taking the Eagles to win this game. That's what I want. I want the Eagles to win this game. However, who I think is gonna win this game, Kansas City. Kansas City's probably gonna win this game by 3 points off a kick. But what I want, I'm taking the Eagles for 9 points. What's gonna happen? Kansas City by 3. Mark it, ladies and gentlemen. Mark it. I'm telling you. And it looks like, man, this poll because now it's been like a lot of people. 54% of you guys agree with me. The Eagles winning this. 45% say the Chiefs. Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it. But I do think it's gonna be the Chiefs that are gonna be gifted the Super Bowl. And yeah, it's kind of a bummer because I think the Eagles definitely have what it takes. And man, that's kind of frustrating. Anyway, there is an interview on I Am Athlete podcast where Lawrence Taylor says that in today's game, players like Travis Kelsey run around free and never get bumped or confronted at line of scrimmage. Exactly. Take him off. Take him off his timing. They got 5 yards to do it, but he never does. Never does. I don't trust KC offense The with the Philadelphia defense. Yeah, Bowleg. That Philly defense, I'm telling you, it's crazy. That was Jones' first part season sack too. Oh. That's the only way the Chiefs won with the sack from Chris Jones. Without that, they lose. Oh, I guess, yeah. Let's see here. When is the tour interview? What do you mean? What do you mean, Green Rat? I want Philly to win because of Hurts. The debate on who's better between him or Tua is over. Good morning, Miami Kid. I'm not even talking about. I'm everybody. Well, man, Dolphin fans. I'm telling you, y'all really love. What's up, Cap? I know. Congrats, 54. I'm wearing his jersey. Wait, well, that's a Dolphin one. Let me show you real quick. 54. Let's go. Omar Kelly doesn't like Tua. Omar Kelly's just very critical of Tua. He has high expectations for his team, as every Dolphin fan should. Period. Um, Good morning, JD or John D. You know what I mean? Chiefs by 40. Nah, John. You're nah. Chiefs by 40. Get out of here, man. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button for me. Chiefs by 40. Nah, this is too much. It's too much. If the Chiefs win, they'll win by three, but I'll tell you this. Again, the only way Eagles win is through their defense because the NFL is going to have the Chiefs winning, man. It is what it is. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm telling you right now. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I have made it past my almost at bedtime. I wish I could go back to sleep, but I'm a working woman, so listen. I'll tell you this. I I think this is gonna be a great Super Bowl. Regardless, you have two number one seeded teams. The last time that happened, it was Eagles, Patriots in Super Bowl 52. And guess what? It was a doozy. And you know what? I'm glad the Eagles. I mean, half of me didn't want the Eagles to win because I wanted the Giants to be the only ones to like beat Brady. But then I realized, why the heck do I want Brady to win another Super Bowl? So, yeah. hmm Yeah. And I still, and you know what? I still can't believe, guys. I'm gonna give you guys a quick question. Which one of these two plays do you think is the worst place ever in Super Bowl history? Listen to this. When Pete Carroll said, I didn't forget the panel, buddy. I've had the link up, posted the entire time. I posted like four times, but nobody came up. So I guess no panel today. Um, when Pete Carroll said, nah, forget the fact that I have a Pro Bowl running back who just ran for 200. I'm going to pass the ball at the 2 yard line. Oh, Christ. I can't. Yeah, I can't. No. Oh, jeez. I can't. Anywho, is that the worst Super Bowl play or you've been in the back room, have you? No, I don't see anybody in the back room. Oh, snap. Hello, Pamela?
Hello.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. Typically, it gives me like a little, oh, that's probably because it wasn't in my headset. I'm so sorry.
That's
I was
okay.
also, oh, man. What? All of y'all have been in the back? My bad. Wow. This is so embarrassing. Okay, guys, come up. I'm going to let you come up.
Mhm.
My bad. I swear to you, I had no idea. I'm like, man, I guess nobody wants to come in because typically it'll give me like a little, you know what I mean? And just say, boop.
Yeah.
And I
I
didn't
was
Yeah.
know.
back.
I guess
I was back there too.
my bad. Wow, I am so sorry, guys. Literally, my super bad. I thought nobody would up. So here, guys,
Good
welcome,
morning.
welcome, welcome.
Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning. Good
That
morning,
God,
jersey is
everybody.
some mercy.
fire, Miss Jolie. That jersey is fire.
Thank you.
Congrats to
And I
Zach
won this.
Thomas.
I won this. This obviously it was awesome.
You won
I
it?
won this. I won this jersey from
Goodness.
Phins. Yep. I'm like, I never win anything, and boom, they called Miss Phins. I was like, what? Yeah, I won it
Um,
at the game. It was awesome. I was like, now I can
nice.
say it. Hall of Fame. Von
I have
Becker and Zach
two.
Taylor.
I have
So,
two. I have one of the Navy ones from way back when they did
oh, I love the
the
navy one.
Navy. Oh, it's so
Oh,
pretty.
I love the
Except
navy
for
ones.
I've worn the crap out of it, so it's kind of going downhill a little bit. And I have an aqua one, of course, as well. But yeah, that's my dude.
Oh,
So
that's
glad he
awesome.
finally got
Dicky.
in.
Right? Oh my God. It's about time.
Did you guys see the video when Jimmy Johnson was at his house? Surprised him?
No, no, I have to see it. I didn't get guys. I've been I told you guys already. I've had this major project at work that I just haven't. It's been crazy, and I haven't been able to like really be in it. But
It was
man, I
pretty
can't
cool,
wait to
man.
see that video. I can't wait. Oh God, telling you, Zach Taylor, man, that when I found out this morning, and again, I've been so out of it. Preparing for the Super Bowl has also been so stressful because I'm hosting, and my God, so much. So,
I've got a party
but
too. Yeah, we going
uh,
too. But Zach Thomas,
I
getting
think
in finally, getting his flowers that he deserved. They need to give him extra flowers because they
for
like
real,
messed with him.
He had
fourth time as a finalist.
It's
he
So
had
crazy.
the league got something against Dolphin players and
Yes,
players from Texas that wear those colors because Richmond Webb needs to be there too. And salute to
agree.
all the Texas Dolphins, all of them.
well,
Ogba,
the thing about
Waddle, X, Nick Needham. We got a lot of guys on the roster from Texas, so salute to those guys.
and the
That's
thing
awesome.
about Richmond is he is so good with fans. Like, I mean, I know everybody, like he answers your tweets and things. He's just
I know.
above and beyond, and was an excellent Miami Dolphin player. Like, how can he not? But I think Esta's right that they've got something against. I don't think. I know they
No,
have
I
something
know
against
they have
Dolphins.
something against the
Yeah,
Dolphins. That's a
yeah.
fact.
Let me
The
change
league
that
does.
word.
They
Yeah,
can't stand the fact that we're the only undefeated team because guess what? When they did the whole NFL 100 and they were what is the best team? Everybody knew. There's no other team you could put besides the 1972 Miami Dolphins as the number one best team of all time because you can't get better than perfect. Literally, it's
exactly.
the definition. It's the definition. You can't get better than perfect. So yeah, they just can't stand it.
They
They were
can't.
praying so much for the Patriots to win that Super Bowl that when Eli and
That was
Tyree
so.
ruined
That
it,
was so. Oh, how close? Like, did I'm sitting there watching that, and I remember
was
thinking, nope, there's no way. It's over. It's over. They've actually. And then, Eli, the way he avoided the sack in the pocket and everything ran, I mean, and then that catch on top. I mean, I screamed. I know my neighbors thought we probably should call
me
911.
too. I woke up so many people. I know where I was, what I was doing, what I was eating, who I was with. Like moments in life where you remember stuff. Like I remember 9/11. I remember when Whitney passed away. I remember Michael. All of those, and I remember 2007 and that Super Bowl. And
Yes,
I I'm an Eli fan because of it.
because of
Listen,
it.
because I'm a Dolphins fan, I am a Giants fan. That's
That's
why.
right.
Because guess
Always, yep.
Oh my God. That
Always grateful to
2007.
them.
Thank you. Because they had it. Let's,
Miss
the
Finn.
They
referees
did.
had it.
And
So,
the
I
NFL made sure that they were in a position to do that. They made sure. Those referees made sure. But then they didn't count on that play. And, you know, it was ripped away from them because that's exactly who the NFL wanted
I
to,
know. They wanted to finally.
succeed the
I
Dolphins.
was
But it didn't
I was
happen.
happy about that as well. You know,
Hmm.
I mean, I can't even lie. They preserved it. You know,
They
us
did.
as the only undefeated team. But I have a
They did.
bone to pick with you a little bit, Miss Spence. I got to be honest.
What I say? What I
I
say?
agree.
What I say?
I agree with you about them prematurely naming Mahomes the baby goat. But the
Hmm.
guy is clearly the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion. I think you sounded a little bit like a hater this morning, but that's okay. I still got love for you. And there was a
That's the
comment.
thing.
There was hold on. There was a
Oh, hey,
comment that was
let him
made.
finish. Yeah.
There was a comment that was made. Somebody said in the comment section, you read it. They said they hope that Jalen Hurts win the Super Bowl so that the debate is over between him and Tua.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get there's people that are frustrated with Tua because I am too, but I really wish he would stop getting hurt so that we could see this team's true potential. And it's
Agree.
frustrating because he's not reliable. The only thing that I would say was I do want Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl. I do. But because we won a championship. And a guy that came out of that same draft, which is Tua, with two quarterbacks are going to have Super Bowl appearances and potentially one winning the Super Bowl. I mean, if you're Tua, how does that not push you to
Yep.
be great and want to perform better? Because you're either going to step up to the competition or you're going to run from it. And I'm hoping that he's more durable next year and that he steps up to the competition.
Me too.
That's why I want Jalen Hurts to win the Super Bowl because I have those expectations of our team and our quarterback. I want to see us run out on the field on Super Bowl Sunday. Can you imagine what Eagles fans feel like that their team's going to be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl with a second round QB, Jalen Hurts?
Literally.
Well,
Literally.
I'll tell you to your point and your bone that you're picking with Miss Fence. The
Oh,
fact
I was
is,
expecting it. So it's
yeah,
okay.
I'm sure you
Let me
were.
ask you
I'm
this real
sure.
quick, Pam.
Wait,
Pam,
wait,
real
Well,
wait,
quick.
wait, wait, wait. Cap.
go ahead.
Let her go real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Let Pam go real quick, and then you can
Oh.
go.
No, just to ask
Uh,
this point real quick. I just wanted to find out: did the Dolphins trade with the Philadelphia Eagles that year to get her?
Did
oh.
did they?
Oh. Maybe
Well, he
we
was a
did.
53rd. He was a
No,
53rd.
they didn't. They didn't. That
Boy, that
was
was
They
they.
a
didn't.
heck of a question.
No,
We have traded with them
because remember
before.
we
Uh,
We traded with them in the
got
first round, right?
that was the Waddle draft.
correct.
When there was multiple trade for capital, and we
Yeah,
traded back
that's
and
2021.
we traded with the 49ers. Yeah, I believe it was the Waddle draft was when we made trades with Philly. I could be
Yes,
Okay.
wrong though.
That was
I don't know.
pretty astute,
I
though.
feel
Man.
bro. There was so many moving up and down, and they did it twice. I forgot, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably wrong.
the Waddle draft. You are correct, sir. That's when we did one of our trades was with Philly. That is true. Where we weren't to 10th and then traded back with Philly to be 6. So
I,
Yeah.
that is the draft that we did. I don't remember if 2020 was also one of the drafts that we did a trade with Philly. I'm not sure. I can't. I honestly I can't remember that.
I gotta ask you all a question. I want y'all's honest opinion on how this makes you feel. I was hoping that it wasn't going to get brought up, but one of the Eagles players brought it up. Do y'all remember when we preseason play? We had the mini camp with them. Do y'all remember our beat writer saying you could clearly see who the better team was, and
Yeah.
it wasn't even close. They were saying the Dolphins were blowing them out in practice.
Yeah, I
How does that
remember.
make you feel as a fan knowing that potentially we should be there?
We
We should
should.
have had what kind of a season could we have had our quarterback been more durable? I mean,
And a lot of
that,
the injuries
that's
on
a
defense.
loaded question, But how
Yeah.
does that make y'all feel as fans that we should be there? We should be competing in the AFC title or somewhere close, and we
That
lost
same
Yeah.
in the
player
first
said.
round.
That same
We lost.
player said.
With a
Esther, that
rookie
same
QB.
player said they actually said they thought that the Dolphins and Eagles would be the ones representing the Super Bowl. Period.
Yes, I saw
In
that
that
as
game,
well. Yeah.
the
Yep.
same player said the same thing. He's like, these are the two best teams in the NFL.
Yeah. Yep. And really, I don't think we were delusional thinking that. I mean, that we absolutely were that team. But once again, if you take a look at referees wanting Barfalo, they gave them absolutely every call you could think of. Always that late call that comes in at the end of the game, which is what I was going to tell you, Miss Fens, how this. So I
What?
totally agree. I totally agree that they want Kansas City to win, and that they are going to give them the calls.
Hmm.
So I'm in a pool where one of the questions is which team gets the most penalties. There's no doubt it's going to be Philly, no doubt.
Oh,
And
absolutely, absolutely.
but I think that Philly defense is going to hold uh, Kansas City to no points in the first quarter. And then it'll be kind of even coming out of the
Mm,
half. And then the referees will get really involved in the second half. But the game is going to be so close. And like you said, coming down to a field goal. So the last drive by Kansas City is going to be a huge flag for either, roughing the pass or late hit on the pass or whatever. It's going to be one of those, right? They're going to get a big first down. There's no time left on the clock. It's going to come
yeah.
down to the kicker, and the kicker's going to miss it, and Philly wins.
Dang,
Did you
Cam.
hear? Did you hear the scripted play that they've been rumored around that the game's going to end 37-34?
Oh my gosh, that is actually the pick that I have on my paper. I didn't hear that. I
No, I
have
didn't hear
that
that either.
number.
Yeah, that's a rumor going around that the NFL has it scripted that's going to end
I
in that
did see
Oh
a
fashion.
pic.
my
No, wait,
gosh.
but I did see the picture though. I did see that picture that you're referring to and you're referencing. I saw that picture. So I didn't hear like the words behind the rumor, but I did see the picture and I think it got deleted from wherever it was. But it was already like scripted where it was gonna be Kansas City winning by 3. Again, another reason why I think it's like this. Yeah. Do the panels
Well,
feel the same games are rigged? Yeah, of course. Some games are
I,
rigged,
d- I
but
don't, I wouldn't say that they're rigged as in, all right, this is
Bam.
definitely the winner. But the referees play the game just like you've been saying. They affect the game, and sometimes they give all those calls to a team, and then the other team just can't get it done, right? And I
Well, you're
think that
going
happened
1
to us.
against 18. Of course, you're not gonna be able to get it done.
Well,
Like,
no, I mean, even though, like Barfalo, for example, they were given every advantage and they couldn't get it done, even though they were given everything.
mhm.
And if you look at the two championship games coming into the Super Bowl, those games, they were so biased. The amount of holding that the offensive line did for Patrick Mahomes, just go back and look. Just go back and look.
Trust
It
me,
was
I'm aware.
absurd.
They were gifted this game. They were should have never been in
Gifted.
the Super Bowl. Period.
Yep,
They should have.
handed to
Bengals were
them.
the
It
better
should
team.
have been.
Period.
Yep, and actually, I thought the Bengals would actually win it all. But
Me too.
so I they definitely control parts of it. I think they try to say who's going to win, but it doesn't always work out. And that's why I'm telling you, at the end of the game, Philly keeps it so close. They get a huge penalty against them with a big first down for Kansas City. Kansas City goes down to do the kick and misses the field goal. And that's why I had the score. I can't believe that score is out there. 37-34 is what I wrote down 3 days
That's
ago on
crazy.
my poll.
I
Yep.
can't. I can't believe if it's close, I don't see the kicker missing it like that. That'd be crazy. But
I
I'll
know,
tell you
but
this.
you
You know
know,
what's I know, but I'll tell you this. Honestly, and I knew Esta, and I'm gonna respond to you saying that I sounded like a little hater for Patrick Mahomes. Look, I like Patrick Mahomes. I was so happy when they won the Super Bowl. But that's not where I'm coming from. Because to me, people have to earn. You don't give away the GOAT title. People have to
exactly.
earn. Yeah, and you just got to the league. Get out of here. You just got out of your rookie contract. Like you can't tell me, oh baby goat when you won Super Bowl. Like no.
No,
Which
you're
is why I say Aaron Rodgers is overrated because Aaron Rodgers has made it to one Super Bowl. He's won it once. And the only reason why he won that year is because the team was on a high. Finally, we got rid of Brett Favre and we got somebody else. That's it. And if I'm lying, tell me when's the last time that the Packers made the Super Bowl. Don't worry, I'll wait because it's the same year they won it with Aaron Rodgers. He's
exactly.
overrated in my opinion. So
A
I,
100%.
when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, he's a phenomenal beast. I'm not taking that away from him. Just slow down on the baby goat part. You got to give me at least 15, 20 years before you can get close to that. That's what I'm
But
saying. Just don't
most,
crown him now. I don't like people crowning players
I don't,
without the
yeah.
players even being in the league for more than a minute is where I was going with that. But I like guys, I love Travis Kelsey. And I love the way that Patrick Mahomes plays. But again, go back and watch Brett Favre. Brett Favre was already doing a lot of these ridiculous passes. Patrick Mahomes is just the latest one to do it more often and more consistency. But we've seen that game before. It ain't nothing new. And people try to make it seem like, oh, look at what he's no. Like, these are newer fans. I can tell you're newer fans because if you were football fan, and then again, I don't even consider myself as I was before that much of a super football fan, but I watched enough to know. Come on, man. Favre was already doing all that way before, and I'm just naming one quarterback. Favre wasn't the only one either. So yeah,
Well, and if you
NFL is
get all
WWF.
those gifts from the referees, which if you go back and you watch all the Kansas City games, I'm telling you, I have a whole bunch of games recorded on my DVR, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have little excerpts and do a video on exactly what we're talking about. Because anybody can be the goat or baby goat.
Y'all sound like some haters right now. I just got to let y'all know that. I'm joking.
You what?
No, no, I said y'all sound like some haters right
Oh
now,
no,
but
I'm
it's
not being a
okay.
hater. I'm just saying, don't crown him just yet. Give him time to show everything. The link is
Not
I
posted
even
know
at
I'm
the top,
joking.
just
guys.
observe it.
I
What
just think
goes on.
I just think the league has never had a phenom win a title that early with the skill set that Patrick Mahomes has.
Oh
I
God,
mean,
no, 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 no,
How many
no, no.
AFC East champion? I mean, how many AFC
Stop.
championship games has
you
Kansas
got
City been?
you got to
Five.
give
They've
yeah
been in
you got to
five.
give him credit for that.
No, no, give him credit. What do you mean give him credit for now you're turning me into a hater. When come on, man, he's
Okay,
not
so
even the youngest
he's
player
got
to win the Super Bowl.
he's
So
got three
come
Super
on,
Bowl
man.
appearances and what, four AFC title games. He's there every year.
Five
Like
AFC. This is the
after a
fourth
while, all I'm saying is after a while, Jolie, that is not a fluke. That guy is
I never
legitimate.
said it, but is it
He's
him or is it
It's
the fact that
that
he's got a Hall of
Without
Fame
Tyreek
head
and without a
coach
running back.
and an insane team? Like, come on, man. You
it
gotta
has
put it
referees.
all
You got to
into.
admit though, he did it without a running back and without Tyreek this year.
But he had the running backs and the referees. For God's sake, they run down that field and throw that flag. I'm telling you, go back and look at the game with a critical eye against Cincinnati. Cincinnati was the better
Morning,
team
Macy.
by far.
No, yeah, that
Hey,
game
how
that
you
game
guys
looked
doing?
that game looked a suspect for real. Like, I mean, let's put it like this though. Like he had the right frame of mind to go out of bounds to know the guy was going to hit him when he was out of bounds, and that was on the
Yeah.
Cincinnati guy. You know, what I mean, he took advantage
Oh,
of it.
and
He didn't flop, but I mean, he
Joseph
took the
Joseph
hit.
oh,
Osai.
he flopped. Good
Yeah.
Lord. At the end of that thing, both arms and legs up. Oh my gosh.
He
He
flopped a
should
little
have
bit.
gotten flagged for the worst flop I've ever seen. I'm telling you,
But
the guy pushed
I
him.
mean,
But that whole
but
thing at the
it
end,
was obvious. It was way out of bounds. So regardless, you
yes,
can't do.
It was way out
absolutely,
of bounds. Yeah, that is true.
it was. It was a stupid thing, but he knew it was going to happen. And at the end, I'm telling you, you go back and look at that. He should have been flagged for worst flop ever. Seriously, that was the worst acting job I've ever seen. Was absurd. I got it. I watched it
It was
many
bad.
times.
It was pretty bad.
Have you never
But
seen Josh Allen's flops? Those are pretty good.
Yes,
oh,
I
don't even
have.
get me started,
Yeah,
JC.
don't
Hey
get me
guys,
started on
welcome
that
JC.
shit.
He's a Bills fan,
Yeah.
by the
He's as
way.
good as
He's a
LeBron.
Bills fan. JC's a Bills fan, guys. So keep that in mind. Welcome, JC. I appreciate it. This is the first time you've been on the
Oh,
panel, right?
I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me. I don't know. My headset is kind of messed up.
No, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got in
Is
the Super Bowl,
this
man?
JC? Is this JC
Um,
from Bethlehem?
From Beth.
yeah, I'm a Bills fan, but
Okay.
I got I think Casey's going to end up winning it,
I'm
even
telling
though I
you.
would like the Eagles to win it.
Agreed. Me too.
Do you think it's going to be Casey wins it because they were the better team or they get some gifts?
I just think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I think Mahomes just outduels Hurts.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
if you've
I
watched
think
Hurts he
You
hasn't
think so?
played that well in the playoffs.
Oh no.
I think I got to agree with what he just said. I think Jalen Hurts still has room to grow. I don't think
Yeah,
we've seen. I
Agreed.
think he's still got. I think
I
he's
like
still
him
got
a lot.
another. I think he's still got a higher ceiling right now than where he's at. And you're not gonna. I really don't think you're gonna see that until they give him a contract and take some stuff away from him. Then you got to give him credit for the fact that he's still getting it done. But I
Yeah.
mean, he still has. He definitely has room to grow.
Well, you know
But
what? He's not turning the ball over. He's managing the game still.
yeah, I mean,
Agreed.
which is that's you can't build your. That's an important part of a QB's foundation in this league. You can't be turnover prone. You know what I mean?
It's
You
it's
can't
it's why
you
it's
can't
why
Talent.
Purdy did it's why Purdy did so well.
you can't throw three
Yeah.
interceptions on Christmas
That's a
Day
good
and then
point.
want to say that you had a concussion all of a sudden. No,
How
you
did
got to
I know
man up
that
and
was
say
gonna come up?
you got to man
Yeah,
up and say that I sucked on that day. You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah,
gosh, I knew that was
Put
gonna
the
come up.
put them big
yeah.
boy pants on already. Put them on the big boy pants.
Of course, I was
And
waiting
it
for that
has
one.
begun.
For real. And you know what? A lot of people say, "Oh, Miss Fitz, you only want Jalen Hurts to win because of Tua." I'm like, no. I literally the first thing I said was, I want him to win because of the adversity that he's had to deal with, losing
Yes.
his job in Alabama, getting injured, losing his job, sucking, all of that, having to transfer, still being effective in the second team. Then even in the professional aspect of his career so far, very young career too, mind you, all the stuff he's had to deal with, and now finally being able to put his team in a position to win a Super Bowl. I think it's a great story, and as a player, as a football fan, I want to see that story finish with a happy ending and him winning
You
that
know,
Super Bowl.
I don't even
Right?
think he'd be the quarter. I don't think he'd be the quarterback he is unless he transferred to Oklahoma.
I agree 100% because he found adversity in
Yeah.
Oklahoma, and that's why
And they
I.
got that coach. He's at USC now. I forget his name. Um,
Oh God, I know who you're talking about.
yeah, yeah.
But
He's like a quarterback guru. He made Baker Mayfield into a Heisman winner.
Well,
yeah,
I can tell you one thing about Jalen.
good.
Jalen has gotten to where he is because he's worked hard and been through adversity.
Hmm.
I have seen no adversity for Patrick Mahomes. It is
No.
not the same. Jalen has been there, and also
He's he's smart
his
too, Pam.
coach is
Have you ever
smart.
seen that guy's
That
cranium? He's
Chiefs
got a
teams.
big old head. I mean,
Their
he's got a
stars
lot
are
of brain
very
in there.
Andy Reid makes that offense.
Yes,
Of course.
and the referees, they come in whenever there's a little problem. Here you go. Here you go. Here's some flags. Because I'm just telling you, go back and look at Kansas City's games. The number of times that, well, they did come back and say that Mahomes was down on that one play against Kansas City where his knee was down when he threw the ball. So they did come back and fix that one.
But
However,
after they had three erroneous penalties prior to that, so yeah.
exactly, exactly. So it's like
That's-
that commercial. We totally screwed up on the last play. We plan on making it up. That Bud Light commercial is
yeah,
it's
for real.
funny because it's true. You don't have stuff like that
And
because it's not true.
I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl, but I really don't care who wins. To be honest, I think I'm more entertained when there's a team that hasn't won a title, so that they have the potential to win their first title. I've seen both these teams win titles, so I kind of really don't care, and I kind of want to just fast forward to our off season. To be honest, um, but I'm just tired of the whole, free agency or draft talk because I'm just like, what are we doing as a franchise? Like, do we even know what we're looking for? How is it that we still don't have a middle linebacker? How is it that you missed on Tyreek Woolen? That he went in the sixth round. This kid was tied for first in interceptions, third in pass breakups. I mean, Malcolm Rodriguez, these are first year guys this year that impacted their teams. Malcolm Rodriguez played against us with the Lions, middle linebacker, and we're over here with Tyndall sitting on the sideline. I've repeated these takes, but it's frustrating because I think our scouting department kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
Oh,
When it comes,
I agree with you. But here's the problem for us this season. The problem is Tua is an unknown. And if we don't have a major plan B, we're screwed yet again, and we'll be sitting in the same place next season that we sat in the season before, and so on and so forth. There better be something because I don't feel like Tua can stay healthy. I thought this
no,
year that he could, but now I don't believe.
no, durability is definitely the question mark for him now for the rest of his career. But what I was saying was like, as I used to get hyped up for the draft, but now I don't even care because it's not like you could love a potential player to come to our team, and they're not going to pick them anyways because they're so stubborn and like, did we really need a I mean this tight end Hunter Long? You know what I mean? There was somebody else that we could have took at that spot that would have impacted the team immediately. So it's almost like sometimes you do need to take the best player available because Hunter Long
Absolutely.
isn't giving us production. I mean, I'm sorry, but that was still, what did we take him? Third round, second round? You could have still put somebody on your team that would impact your team at that spot if you know how to
We need
scout
that.
correctly.
So,
We,
so would you take the kid out of Georgia in the second round?
are you talking about in this draft or what?
Yeah, this draft, the tight end.
I don't know, bro. I mean, it just depends when we get there to the draft and it's our selection. For me, it just kind of seems like when you look in depth on these players and you know their potential and how they can be impact your team first year, I
Yeah,
mean, you should make the obvious selections, but it just kind of seems like the Dolphins don't do it. It's
yeah.
frustrating to watch drafts and then you come out of there with Liam Eichenberg
We
and Hunter
overthink.
Long.
Yeah, we definitely
Like
overthink.
what? You know what I mean? When all these other guys are on the board, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you, Mister.
Okay. Well,
was
thank
was
you guys.
Eichen?
I apologize. Real
What year
quick.
did Eichenberg come out?
2020, 2021, the same
Oh,
year
okay.
as Waddle. We
Yeah,
moved up for him, and we got him in the 54th pick, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. And
51st
and
or
last year you
54th.
guys could have drafted, was it Linderbaum that went to Baltimore?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
y'all hear that
Oh,
feedback?
It's
that's me.
I'm
Yes.
not sure if it's my end.
I think like when one of us ain't talking, we gotta mute.
No, it wasn't me. I think it was coming through Miss Phins.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it's me. I have what was I gonna say? Having some technical difficulties because they're doing some constructions outside my house and they destroyed my internet. So yeah, but you know,
It
that's
sounds
always fun.
better now, I think. Oh no,
Yeah.
they're on each way.
Oh no, it don't. Oh no, you did it.
Oh no, you didn't.
I think Miss Finn. I think we need to let Pam take over.
Bam, you want to take over? You want to
No,
keep
I
me
was. You know, I
on?
was. You know, the year that we make the Super Bowl, Miss Fins is gonna run her fingers on those keys on that piano that's behind her. Then she's
Yeah.
gonna parkour off that stone wall and jump onto that sofa. And then she's gonna have two shots lined up of tequila, and she's gonna slam them both. I could see her doing that on that table, that little tape, that coffee table
I would totally do it.
that's
I
behind
would
her.
absolutely totally do it. I already told everybody if the Dolphins made it to the Super Bowl, I don't exist in the world. I will be on location reporting live from Super Bowl. Period. Like I will not be here. I will literally take the entire week off and the week after. 2 weeks.
No,
The
you'll
week
have to
after and the
talk
week after.
about it. There's no way you're going to be able to take off.
No, I
You're
mean,
going to
I
be
mean, take
like,
off from work. Take off from work. I mean, I'd
oh,
take
oh,
off
I
from
got
work,
you.
and I'd take off 2 week vacation, the week of Super Bowl, and the week after, and I'd be on location reporting live. Like that's how I would do it.
If the Dolphins
I love
won
that.
a Super Bowl, I don't think there'd be a day that following year that I'm not going to be wearing aqua and orange. It's going to be aqua orange every day. I'd be so
Every
proud if
day.
we won a Super Bowl. Yeah.
What's on my vehicle? I have the license plate on the back, so I don't get to hide from when we do bad, but I wouldn't hide anyway. I'm not the paper bag girl. But I
Whenever,
got to run, guys. I got to go. Thank you, Miss Spence, so much. I
yeah,
love
salute
what
to
you
Miss Finn.
do. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
And
so much.
everybody,
Appreciate you, Sam.
hit the like, subscribe, and share. See
We're
y'all out
close to
there
a
right
thousand,
now.
guys. We're close to 1,000. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Bye,
Thank you so
y'all.
much, Sam.
You have a good one,
Bye,
Pam.
Pam.
Esther,
Yeah,
JC,
y'all
thank you
too.
so much for coming through. I appreciate you guys too. Y'all are awesome, obviously, and I think honestly, I think it's gonna be a fun Super Bowl because if you think about it, the it's gonna be Eagles versus the NFL. So we'll see who ends up actually winning it at the end. I still think it's gonna be Kansas City winning it, but I do want the Eagles to win. What are your score predictions?
Man, I think it'll be like 17-35, something like that. Chiefs. I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
without
think it's
the
either gonna be a blowout
conspiracy
or it's gonna be a
theories,
really high
uh,
scoring game.
without the conspiracy theories, I think Jalen Hurts is still a developing quarterback, and I think Casey's defense will be uh, to present him problems, even though they're not as good as Philly, but I think they it's what it is, you know. So I just think that Casey has a better overall quarterback. Right now, he's a lot better than Jalen Hurts. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but yeah, that's what I see. Thanks for having us on, Miss Fins, and salute to the show.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Esther. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting always. B-Bob says 38-30 Chiefs. Delusional says 31-24 Eagles. I agree with JC. It's either going to be a blowout or it's going to be two high scoring games. This is going to be very interesting period at the end of the day. We'll see what ends up happening. But to me, the Dolphins, we got a bright future and we're going to win the Super Bowl next year. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Anyway, gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta, working woman. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys coming through. Any final words?
No, I don't have. But you have a good one, Miss Fens, and I don't know who that is. Who else is who that is in the chat? Because the different username from YouTube. But you both have a good day.
Oh, that's Estefan. That's
Oh,
Estefan.
My
okay,
bad. Yeah.
okay.
Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you, JC.
Later, y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, but I love you, Dolphins fans. You guys give me a lot of entertainment.
And I know that you like us more as content creators than you do your own. I hear that all the time.
Well, our fan base, they don't have like panels or like really too many YouTubers. So that's why we're always in the Dolphins chats. That's why what people don't realize. But it's funny.
You guys have I mean, I am subscribed to several Bills.
Yeah, but they're not.
Commentators.
I don't like any of them. I can't even stand the Dan Mitchell. The only reason I watch AFC East Roundtable is because of TD.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
I can't stand them.
That's awesome. No,
Yeah,
you watch it because of TD. That not that you don't like
yeah,
him.
because he gets all the fan bases riled up. He's awesome. And
Oh
people
yeah,
take him seriously, but he's just being there just to be entertaining, and I think it's hilarious.
yeah. He's all about entertainment when he's in it. He says it, and the thing is, people don't get it. He literally tells
Yeah,
people all the time, like, "I'm here for entertainment." Like, and when he's in
yeah,
the
but they take it
AFC
serious.
roundtable, the roundtable is all about being entertaining for him. And he
Yeah,
obviously tells everybody he goes on Twitter on purpose to troll. Like he trolls on Twitter on purpose, and people take him seriously.
yeah,
It's hilarious. I love TD, man. He
yeah. He's
makes it
awesome.
fun. I'm not gonna lie. He is definitely the
But
life
he is a
source of
closet
that.
Josh Allen fan.
Oh, I don't
He is the
know.
biggest Josh Allen. Like he's like, I hate that bum, but him saying bum is really him saying I love him.
The, Bum Allen. Bum Allen. I don't know. He's like Bum Allen, trash. Every time he says trash, it makes me laugh so hard.
But Dolphins shouldn't worry. Us Bills fans, we get just as upset at Josh Allen as you guys do as Tua.
Really? Oh,
Oh yeah,
we do. We do. That's for sure. But no, I appreciate it because honestly,
yeah,
JC, it's a lot of stuff we have to deal with when it comes to being a Dolphins fan. I appreciate you being up here. I'm
I
sure.
dealt with it my entire life.
Yeah, we
You
just
guys forget the Bills had we had J.P. Lossman, Trent Edwards, Drew Bledsoe.
you guys have a good one.
We didn't have a
But
quarterback until from Jim Kelly to Josh Allen.
yeah,
We
exactly.
drafted Nathan Peterman.
That's rough. Right there. That's definitely rough right there. So trust me, we've had what 27 quarterbacks in San Marino.
Yeah,
Trust me, I get it. It's not easy being a fan, but we're still here. You know what I mean? That's what
yeah.
you do when you're a fan. You're still here, good or bad.
But
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 again, thank
you know
you.
the difference between Bills fans and Dolphins fans is during that period, a lot of Bills fans stopped supporting the Bills. We were supposed to be moving to Toronto.
Oh, I keep hearing that y'all are supposed to be like
Yeah,
not even
we
wanting to go in
actually.
the country.
So Donald Trump was trying at the time was trying to buy the Bills, and so was Bon Jovi. And
What?
they actually banned Bon Jovi from the city of Buffalo because he was trying to move them to Toronto.
But I don't get it. Isn't that like across the street?
What's that?
Isn't Toronto like across the street from you guys?
Yeah.
Like I just feel like all that move for it to be across the street. I don't get it. What would be the difference? Y'all already got the Canadian Football League. That just made no sense.
Yeah.
But I get it because Toronto obviously they have hockey, they have basketball, they have baseball, and we all know
Well,
when it comes to baseball.
there's already a stadium and everything over there. They could move the team there now and fill seats.
Those mafia will never let that happen, right? I don't know.
Even with Bill's Mafia, Buffalo is still a very small market.
It's a tiny market. That's
Yeah, it's really
super cold New York. Like,
yeah.
most people, let me, I'm not really, it's funny because I was talking to my brother a few weeks ago. Like, look, when we were as younger and we were kids, and, like, I didn't even
Yeah,
know Buffalo was a real place.
the only thing we
I
have
was
out
like,
here is Sabers and the Bills, and then we have chicken wings, the National Wing Fest. But that's all there really is in Buffalo.
Wings. That's funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. We were like, where I didn't even know Buffalo was a real place when I was a kid. I was like, what? Where I didn't even know they were in New York. I thought
Well,
they
you
were
know, it's funny.
somewhere in Montana.
The Bills Stadium isn't even in Buffalo.
What the? Oh, right. That's is in Orchard Park. So
Or yeah, it's like it's like two suburbs outside of Buffalo. It's like you got Buffalo, then you got Hamburg, and then you got Orchard Park. It's not even like next to
it's not even close
Buffalo.
to being close.
Yeah. I actually
See,
live like a lot of Bills fans I meet too aren't even from Buffalo. Like I actually live in Buffalo. Like I'm in Buffalo.
oh, so you're an actual Buffalo Bills fan from
Y-
Buffalo.
y- Yeah, I've always lived in the city. Yeah.
That's and again, I thought they were in like Wyoming or like Montana or one of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dakotas.
It's like when Tom Brady said to Josh Allen, "You went to a college I don't know." Did you ever see that clip where he's like, when Josh Allen was trolling Tom Brady with the golf ball with his draft pick picture? He's like, you got a golf ball brand that I don't know, and you went to a college that I don't know."
Well, I don't even know which one Josh Allen went to be honest with you.
He went to Wyoming. He went to
Oh,
Wyoming.
see, oh my God, prove my point.
Yeah,
Like,
so he was actually, but before he went to Wyoming, he was a JUCO quarterback because nobody wanted him, and so he actually played a year at JUCO and then got a scholarship from Wyoming because he didn't want his parents to have to pay for his college. He was never like a big recruit coming out or anything like that.
hmm, that's why y'all were so mad when he you got him. That's hilarious.
Well, he was a
And
project.
now he's your
He was a,
savior. Which, by the way, in case you didn't get this one, um, my condolences to you, Bills fans. Your Super Bowl window has officially closed.
I hear that a lot.
You know,
It's funny. People think
it's
the window's closed, but every
it's over.
all of our Josh Allen's going to restructure again, and that's going to free up
Listen,
another what 20-30 million.
can let me be honest with you. It's over. Thanks. It's over.
I think I'll honestly say this: if we don't within the next 2 years get there, then yeah, I think it's closed.
No.
But it's
Let
got
me
to
tell
be
you
within
why.
the.
Because no matter how much he restructures, you're screwed for
Well,
the
you got to
next 10
remember too.
years.
I think eventually. Well, we're gonna. Well, eventually Von Miller is going to be gone probably within 2 years. And I
Hmm.
think Diggs will end up being gone within 2 years as well.
If
And
he isn't
that'll free up
already gone prior to.
either way, I wouldn't mind. You see how much he's getting paid? He's going to be 30 soon.
Hmm.
It's the same
Yeah.
situation with the Chargers. You know, that was the first big free agent everybody's talking. The Chargers might be cutting Keenan Allen because
Hmm.
now he's turning 30, and he might be the first like cap guy that they get rid of.
Maybe.
But with these wide receivers now, this is what I don't understand about teams signing all these big time wide receivers because every year in the draft, there's so many. Like these drafts are so loaded with wide receivers.
Yeah, but when you have a young quarterback and he has experience and a chemistry with your young player, with a
Yeah,
veteran wide receiver, that's hard to
yeah,
get because when you it's easier to
yeah,
have one player develop versus having two develop. So
yeah.
that's why they do it to support
It's why I thought
that
the
young
Bucks won
QB.
the Super Bowl. That you like AB being in Tampa was so huge for Tom Brady. and
Of
having
course.
Gronk. Yeah.
You realize that the four people that Tom Brady brought himself were the only four people that actually scored that Super Bowl?
Yeah. Well,
All
did
four of the
Mike
ones
Evans
he
score?
brought. He
Did
brought
Mike
all
Evans
those
not score?
four. They all four scored.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that's why you get Brady. And Brady's the new LeCry James. But yes,
No, you can't put
nah, just
LeBron and Brady in the same category.
that is
Le,
true. The LeBron
Brady's a
can't even come close
Jordan.
to Brady's status. But
Brady's a
anyways,
Jordan.
uh,
Did you see
uh,
that? Did you see that thing
yeah.
on Edelman's podcast where he was talking about Brady wanting to. So they were like they were talking about one. It was one of the seasons. I think it was the Atlanta Super Bowl or something like that. He was talking about beating. They wanted to help him beat Joe Montana for his fifth ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to beat Montana. I'm trying to beat Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. I mean, hey, he's smart. No, there won't be
Yeah.
another Brady because nobody's willing to give up the purse.
No
That's
one,
why.
nobody's ever beating Brady just because of that just the money reason.
That's literally the only reason why.
But he also
The
has the
money reason is
security
the reason why no
with
one
his
will ever
ex-wife
do it.
though too. She made more than he did.
Who cares? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
his wife, yeah, she's well over 400, almost $500 million herself
Yeah.
alone.
Oh, well,
And that's
yeah.
not including the money he's made because he knew. I mean, guys, that's so funny that you just brought up, what Brady said about I'm chasing Jordan, but like Jordan, Tom Brady was never the highest paid player until this
No.
day. Michael Jordan is the least paid while playing GOAT of all time. Never
And
once was he close.
another simulator. They're both going to make more. Well, Jordan's already done it. They're going to make more
Exactly.
money outside of their.
Where do you think Tom Brady got it from? Because he saw
Yeah.
Jordan and he said, well, Jordan didn't make any money and he won 6 championships. Now he is
Yeah.
the richest basketball player of all time.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he is.
The only one that'll get
Multi-billionaire
close.
too.
The only one that'll get close is LeBron. I think LeBron already is a
Mm,
billionaire, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
But
look,
even
they're assessing him only because he got that little Nike deal, lifer
yeah,
deal that he can thank Michael Jordan for.
yeah.
So, yeah, I what was it?
Brady's gonna make what what is it, 350 million
374.
over 10 years or something
Three
like that?
seventy four. This man's gonna be making
Yeah,
$37.4 million and living in the state of Florida, so he won't be charged any state taxes.
yeah,
Well, unless when he goes on location, then obviously he has to pay those state taxes. But like the
yeah,
players do whenever they play in a different state. But the bulk of his money will be just federal
yeah.
and not state, which is another great reason why not be in Florida. So, but yeah, I'm telling you, it's kind of crazy, but you could say just like they told, like he said, I'm chasing Jordan. It's the Jordan model is exactly what Brady did, and guess what? It worked. Both of
Yeah.
them got 6 championships in their
Well, what
respective
Brady did,
teams.
he took no money, and then they put all the money into their defenses. Like
Yeah,
even look at that Tampa team. That that was all into the defense.
yeah. And because he brought in again his 4 players, and those 4 players scored all the points in the Super Bowl. So
And that's
yeah,
why I even if Miami were to sign a guy like Aaron Rodgers, I don't think they win
no, we
because
don't.
it's either you're like Brady and you take no money, or you have a guy within the first 4 years of their contract from a rookie and win. You're never going to win overpaying somebody. I just don't ever see
Never.
it.
And Brady would never come here to actually.
Yeah.
He would never come to actually give up. He wouldn't want a big contract anyway because he knows he doesn't need it.
He'd
Yeah,
rather
no.
take, if he ever did come to Miami, he'd rather, again, he knows he's got money, and plus, I mean, whatever signing
Yeah.
bonus that man is gonna want, he's gonna get regard. He won't even get signing bonus because he's gonna get a portion of the team anyway, so he don't even need them. He can sign for $1 million or whatever the league vet
Yeah.
minimum is. And then that's it. Take all that cap space, all that money. Let's put it on the defense. Let's put it on the offense, and make a real run. And that's the way that would be the model to
And
get
it'll
the
be the same
Dolphins
reason,
to do that.
Cincinnati will never win a Super Bowl because I think they're going to give Joe Burrow way more than they give Mahomes. He's going to be
Well,
he's going to
the
set the record.
inflation will dictate that. Inflation will dictate that. However, I think that Mahomes, Joe Burrow will win a Super Bowl before his rookie contract is over. I really do think so. In
Well,
my
there are,
opinion, they're a young enough team where they'll be able
yeah.
to get that done.
Well,
Overall, as a team, they're a young enough team. That's why.
yeah. Well, they're
So,
already going to be negotiating his contract this offseason. They're already
yeah.
looking to get the deal done, and that's why T. Higgins won't be there. T. Higgins is going to be gone.
Well, this is the other thing people forget. Like, yeah, you're gonna secure, but the thing is, because the cap is going up, there's a lot of reasons why you still have opportunities to kind of finagle most of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because even though you may be signing them, what they're really doing is just securing them for 10+ years. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
And the money part they're paying him realistically with tomorrow's dollars, which the cap will go up anyways. And what's the hardest position to find? Your quarterback. So even if you have your quarterback, and yeah, you overpay like they are, and they restructure, which I'm sure that's what the Buffalo Bills fans are gonna clamor up for Josh. There's a huge difference with that when it comes to Josh. Josh is old compared to these other two
But you
younger
know what?
players.
He's actually pretty cheap when you compare it to other contracts in the NFL.
True,
You look at the Kyler Murray deal. You look at Mahomes. Who else got paid?
Deshaun.
Deshaun Watson. Like his deal was only what was it for only 5 years, 6 years, 250 or something like that. Like it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'll I'll say this. I think it's gonna be very interesting to see what ends up happening
Yeah.
with you guys, because obviously it's gonna directly affect us. But your window's over, man.
But
It's
no,
okay.
I'll
Give
honestly
yourself a
tell you
few
this,
more
Miss Vince.
years of being
We
relevant.
are two
Relevant.
pieces. I think we are 2 pieces away. We
Yeah,
need
away
it.
from being away from being the Houston Texans. That's what you are. Let's be
No,
real.
no, like
No. You know
a thing
exactly
that
what I'm
people don't
talking about.
understand. Like our wide receiver 2 is actually a 3. Gabe Davis isn't a 2. Like that's our second best option that we have outside of Stephon Diggs, and we don't have a real running back. Like I don't. And this is and a lot of people are talking about this McIntosh kid from Georgia coming out this draft too as well. These Georgia running back, any of these guys from Georgia, that none of them have worked out in the NFL. Like look at the last year's draft; they had how many like first and second round picks, and all of them have been trash.
No, they just need a little bit more time to develop. That's all. But listen, Jay Z, I gotta get out of here, man, because I gotta take care of some stuff.
Yeah,
Working woman.
yeah, all
I
good.
appreciate you coming through. Obviously, I'll do some more panels this off season. The schedule's changing because again, it's a little bit crazy on my end over here, but you're still gonna have more Miss fans. So tell all your Bills fans to come over here and subscribe. So I need to get to 1,000. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Miss
Anyways,
Vince, you
man,
have a
thank
good
you so
one.
much for coming through. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you for having me on.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Bye bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Fins. I am Miss Fins finishing this up. Let's get her done. Listen, y'all are awesome. Y'all are the best. You already know this. This is Super Bowl edition of the game preview.
Take a look at the replay. It was awesome having all the panelists up here, and it was great talking football, guys. We'll catch you next week. Now, congratulations, Zach Thomas, for finally making the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. So happy about that. And also, too, congratulations to the Miami Dolphins on making the Super Bowl next year. Yes, I'm being a super fan right now. I don't care. Anyway, guys, I love you. Good luck. Have fun this weekend with your Super Bowl. Good luck to the Kansas City Chiefs and their fans, and good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles and their fans. I'm hoping for the Eagles to win, but I think the NFL is going to have Kansas City win. So my score is going to be... It is probably going to be... No, it's the Super Bowl. I'm going to go 35-32. Oh, Kansas City. 35-32 Kansas City. And if the Eagles win, they'd have to win by a minimum of 2 to 3 scores, and their defense is going to be the reason why. So if it's the Eagles, I'm saying 35-27 Eagles. We'll do it that way. Anyways, guys, again, this is Miss Phins. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys have a great, great, great rest of your day. Take care, and bye-bye.